this is the Hot Rod Show. On this episode, we speak with John, we speak with a Holden Ute, we speak with a hearse, we speak with Turt's 66 Mustang, and hello Christine. We have a look at our Hope accommodation once more, got a Brewer's Scoop, the Protec boys in Glenfield, we have a look at a Turbine bike with 400 horsepower, and then we spend a minute in Tikawiti. All this on this episode of the Hot Rod Show. Ah! Well, here I am in the John with John. Hey, John.
Hey, how you doing?
Hang on, your hands clean? What colour's the soap? Don't drop the soap. How you doing?
Good to
Hey. Well, anyway, we've been out in the rain there having a look at John's 38. Get away from the window, you're next. Anyway, so we've been chatting about... Now,
39.
It's 39?
39.
39 standard.
Yes.
Now, hey, it's pretty beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
You know, like 37, 38, 39, sometimes they're hard to, if you don't really know what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the 39 standard, so you got it about 5 months ago.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool, eh?
I'm pretty proud of it, yeah.
Like them quarter lights, front quarter lights on the windows, that's pretty classic.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah, you've never seen much of it before?
No.
Yeah. And the colour. So did you have it painted or?
No. A good friend of mine painted it.
Yeah.
He bought the car, so
yeah. And like those exhaust pipes at the back, they're pretty amazing.
That's cool.
The engine, like the flathead. Have you had anything done to it, or is it just pretty stock?
He spent a lot of money on it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he do to it?
He's done a fair bit, like new rebuild.
Yeah.
It's,
all done now.
Yeah.
Yeah, flatheads. I love flatheads, man. They're about the most exciting V8 you can have.
I thought I'd never have one, but I have.
Really? Yeah. Now you got one. Yeah. There's a lot of jokes about that sort of stuff. But we're in the John, and it's a pretty cool John.
It is.
Hey, And so, how long you been in this John?
In the John just now, 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah. So with the it's got a pretty good flush handle. Here's the flush. It's got one of those flushes that when you pull the chain, the water coming down the tube is so noisy it scares the poop away. And so we've just been talking crap in here, really. Basically talking crap, mumble, jumbo. Well, that's about it. For John's 39, and here we are in Tauranga, and it's a beautiful day in the bay. It's always a beautiful day in the bay. Liquid sunshine falling out of the sky. And so, like your new hot rod club?
No,
you're in Bay Rodders, eh?
I'm actually in Papakura Hot Rod Club.
In Papakura Hot Rod Club?
Yeah, been in there for 30 odd years.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. And so, but you live down here?
I live down here now.
Yeah. Would you go back for meetings?
No.
Papakura, there's a rowdy bunch of buggers, isn't it?
Used to be. They're all old now.
They're all old. Well, that's what happens, eh?
Yep. Happens to all of us.
Yeah, well, most of us.
Most of us.
Well, John, thank you so much for spending time in the toilet here with me.
Yeah, fair enough.
We've had great time talking.
Cheers.
We've talked about poop and all, urine colours and
all
that sort of stuff. Yeah, well, that's about it from us, and we're done with the John. Well, here we are with Warren, and we're down in the sunny Bay of Plenty. Hey, Warren, how you doing, man?
Good, thanks.
Hey, I saw your little ute here last night, eh? And look, it's just brilliant. Like you've restored it, you've tickled it up. You've hot rodded it.
Well, it's a hot rod, but to be fair, it wasn't restored by me. It was done down in Nelson, apparently.
Okay. Who did it down there?
I'm not sure, but I bought it from a guy called Rusty at Whangamata some years ago, and I've successfully modified it.
But it's beautiful, eh? Like it's got a beautiful colour. Was it painted when you got it, this colour?
Yep, it was. Yeah.
Wow, and so how many years have you had it?
Oh, about 4 or 5 years, I think, yeah.
Because the paint job is beautiful, It's going to last for a while. Do you use mothers on it?
I use anything that's going.
You use anything that's going. You're what you call a cleaning whore.
Yeah. So if it needs a clean, it gets a clean.
But you've got all Commodore like inside and under the bonnet and everything.
Yeah, it's got a Commodore dash in it. It's got Commodore floor pan in it. It's got Commodore seats. It's got Commodore engine and gearbox.
Yeah, but what size is the engine in it?
It's a 3.3 12 port.
That 12 port.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you mean by 12 port?
Well, it's the last of the Holden 6 before they put the Nissan in the VL. Okay, so it's the 12 port VK. Yeah. But it's modified. So
what, you do some good miles in it?
We do. We've had a lot of fun with it, and of course it doesn't have much fuel economy anymore, but it's still a lot of fun.
What do you sort of get the mileage?
Oh, it's probably about 15 to 18 mpg, I guess.
Oh,
but
okay, that's all right.
yeah, well, we don't think about that too
Yeah.
much, and we don't drive it every day.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful little car. You know, like the colour's just absolutely perfect. No leaks.
No, it's pretty good. I've had the windscreen out a couple of times, and
Yeah.
had the local guys here resell that a couple of times. But it's an old car, and that's
Yeah.
what you get.
Yeah, that's lovely.
But it's not just one car; it's actually about 5 different
You're
cars.
made up of 5 different cars.
Yeah.
So, and but what are the years that it spans?
Well, it's a 1959 FC Holden, what they call a standard. The cars are called specials, the commercial vehicles are called standards.
Yeah.
And it's a 85 or 86 VK Commodore running gear in it. It's got HR front end, it's got Tirana disc brakes, it's got, I think it's an HR Holden back end.
HR pup and stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a real mixture.
Yeah,
but
it's a mongrel.
It is, but we like it that
You love
way.
it, eh?
Yeah.
It's neat, like because like these are sort of like our muscle cars. This is what we had to hot up, you know.
Well-
we didn't have all the big Chevys and Mopars and everything.
No, well, the original 138 that was in them was no rocket ship, but
No.
of course the thing to remember with Holden, although it's called Australia's car,
Yeah,
the designs were straight out of America.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it was our workhorse.
It was.
Every
It's-
carpenter
it's-
almost had one of these things, didn't they?
Yeah, and tyre companies and
Yeah.
all the GM dealers had
Yeah,
them, and
yeah.
there's runabouts, and mum and dad's had them too.
Oh yeah,
You know.
they're
so-
great. They haul up a whole lot of garbage.
And kids.
Yeah, and kids.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, thanks so much, Warren.
Good on you, Doug.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing it out here in the rain. It's not getting any smaller. You know, it's not shrinking.
It's like me.
Yeah, we wouldn't want it to shrink, or you. Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, there you go. Taringa's beautiful, and so is the bay.
yeah. Carry on
Yeah.
rotting.
Carry on rotting. There you go. Well, so anyway, here we are down at the Ocean Ford Classics and Caravan event at Ohiwa Beach. It's a top 10 holiday park here. It's a pretty cool place. But I'm here with Wobbly. Hey, Wobbly.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good, yourself?
Second time we're shaking hands today, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But hey, like, what do you think of this day? Yeah, no, beautiful
Awesome,
day.
eh? Yeah, the weather's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not a
yeah.
cloud in the sky.
Yeah, no, it should be a good one.
You didn't drag any over from Gisborne.
Haven't seen any yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any coming or not.
What
but
what was the clouds like in Gisborne?
pretty good, eh? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, a little bit of water through the gorge, but
Yeah.
no, pretty good. Yeah.
So the reason you're here is your Cadillac.
Yeah, I thought we'll just come and put it in amongst the Mustangs and stuff and see what happens.
But well, yeah, a cat amongst the pigeons.
Yeah, something a bit different, eh?
But what like now it's one of only 2 in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And like now, why is that again?
Well, they didn't make a lot to begin with, but this is a top of the line car.
It's a 60, isn't it?
1960 Cadillac, Superior, Crown, Landau
Okay,
combination. And it's a top of the line car because of the Crown. It has a sloping C-pillar, and a lot of them don't. And anyway, for that to be ordered as an ambulance hearse is very, very unusual because it's super expensive to do it. So not many of them were done as a combination.
And like, do you know who it was originally done for?
Duddleston Funeral Home. There's a plaque on the dash
Yeah.
saying it was built for Duddleston Funeral Home, which is a small town in Texas
Yeah.
on the Mexican border, and it's not a very wealthy town either, which makes it even weirder for them to
Bizarre,
have
yeah.
have a top line
Yeah.
car, because like I say, it was an ambulance as well.
Maybe they're bringing bodies across the border.
Well, that would make it a bit obvious. You think
Yeah.
they'd use an old F100 panel van
Yeah.
or something for that? Yeah.
But no, it's absolutely beautiful, didn't it?
Yeah, it come up good. Yeah. 5 years of hard work.
Yeah. Wow. And like, how much of a restoration job did you do on it?
Pretty much everything. The whole car's been done.
Yeah,
It was
like body off the chassis?
No, because to lift a body on these, you actually have to weld bracing in and that, because
Okay.
as soon as you lift it,
Yeah.
they twist.
All right.
So the body stayed on, and all the floors were done and everything with the body on.
Yeah. Wow.
So like the body didn't come off, but the car got stripped to nothing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like 5 years, and I guess a lot of blood, sweat, and
Yeah,
dollars.
yeah. It was It was a long haul, but it drives like new now, and like it's been on the road 3 years. We've done a lot of miles in it. We travel all around the place on it.
So like everything, you might as well jump in a new car sort of thing and go for a cruise.
Yeah, you could drive that to Invercargill now.
Yeah.
No problem.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so, like, which businesses did you go to that you had most of the work done on?
The whole car was done in Gisborne.
Yeah.
Beachside Upholstery, Marty, he did the whole interior. What is it now? Rod Harvey Panel Beaters, he did all the panel work, and a lot of panel work. The fuel cap's the only panel that hasn't actually been worked on. Yeah, so Rob Harvey Panel Beaters did all that. Inner Street Panel painted it.
Yeah.
I did the mechanical work on it.
Yeah. Is that what you do? You're a mechanic?
No, I actually, I'm actually a parts person, but I sort of.
What, a parts person?
Yeah, but I do mechanical.
Yeah.
I do.
Where do you work?
I'm with TPW Workshop, which is Williamson Wilshire Pacific Haulage.
Yeah.
We got like 70 odd logging trucks, you know.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, man, and so you make sure all the bits and pieces are there.
Yeah, we look after all the parts for the trucks and trailers.
Yeah. Wow, man, that must be pretty interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how many other people do that job?
Well,
not many.
No, it's fun.
Yeah,
it's
like
enjoyable.
what you see on TV, you know, and like in on the Turbo channel, like, you know, Discovery, like, you know, like they have the big logging trucks and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And they have all these guys looking after them. It's pretty interesting stuff to watch.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, back to the Caddy.
Yeah.
But now, like, the engine.
It's 390.
Yeah.
It's all factory,
Yeah.
all original. Yep. Just your standard 325 horsepower.
I see. It's manual windows and all that.
Yeah, they didn't come out with power.
Okay.
No, only the cars did. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hearses never had power windows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they figured no one was going to get out in a hurry.
It's just these weren't they weren't designed as a passenger vehicle really.
Yeah.
So it's just the way they're built. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
How long is it?
It's 21.5 foot.
Well, that's just long enough, isn't it?
Yeah, just under 3 ton.
Sweet, wow.
Yeah.
You don't need almost need another license to drive it.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's a pretty big beast, but yeah.
Well, hey, thank you very much for coming over here from Gisborne. What a beautiful day to have done it, though, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it should be interesting to see how the day goes.
Yeah. Your day go.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Cheers, eh?
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. Well, how about that, eh? Here we are. And what was your probably your name?
Wobbly.
Wobbly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different. How'd you get a name like Wobbly?
Long story. We won't go into
You
that.
won't go into it. It was a drunk night.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Alcohol was not involved.
Alcohol, it can't be very interesting then. Oh, drag car.
It has a little bit to do with drag racing in the
Going
past.
wobbly down the track.
A little bit,
A
yeah.
little bit wobbly. Like hitting the walls and stuff.
No, miss the wall.
But you're just constantly going wobbly.
Miss the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that would have changed your underwear.
Yeah.
Love drag racing, eh? Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, I love it. And you missed the nostalgia this year.
I missed
just to rub it in.
Yeah, I know.
Man,
Yeah.
it was the best nostalgia, the best drag race meeting I've been to in my life, I think, you know.
Yeah. No, I did miss it, and
Yeah.
I'm still bummed about it. That's why I came here.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to turn it off now. He's about to cry.
Yeah.
Hello, Christine. This is Christine, everybody. This is Christine World. World meet Christine. Christine meet World.
Hi, World. How are you?
Oh, yeah, they've all had a hard night. Yeah. Check this out. This is a beautiful, beautiful muzzy. Man, you gotta look hard with Mustangs to find ones that actually stand out, you know, because you know, like, and no disrespect to all the ones that look same, you know.
Yeah.
But it is neat to see, you know.
Yeah. Well, Tim, the painter guy, did a really neat job, mate. Did way better than we sort of asked for, you know.
Oh, I love the stripes, eh? You know, I mean, you don't see many with stripes. Or they've got stripes that are too bold, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a nice 66. Wow, that inside's lovely, eh? Oh, and that's Turt over there in the corner. Say hello, Turt.
Hello, Doug.
Cheyenne?
This is this is my son's car. And Scottsdale.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
In a 5.3 Vortec engine into it.
Okay. Wow. That'll move it along, eh?
It'll be a good truck.
There's a lot of wiring in there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all the computer and stuff, so we're not far off it. We've just got throttle linkages, that sort of thing.
Wow.
Put a 700R trans and that.
Bits and pieces on the shelves.
Oh yeah, lots of stuff. Too much.
No, never have too much. One's too many and a million's not enough. Wow. Bit of story on the coupe.
Yeah, so the coupe, we bought it, what, 3 years ago? Out of Oregon, and it arrived in New Zealand, and the engineering was typical backyard American. So we decided that we were just going to fix it up a bit and bin it, and then we got a bit carried away, as you do. So now it's been fully panel beaded. It's going to have a upgrade in the motor department. The chassis been fully rebuilt.
That's a cool piece you've done on the back panel there, you know, below the boot lid.
Yeah, it was our panel beater did that for us actually. We went and picked the car up and he had done it for us as a surprise. So it's really cool. We've never seen one before.
I've never seen that. It's really neat, eh? It's neat to see little things, you know, like that just stand out.
Yeah, and like we haven't seen it before either. It's a neat little trick to put on the car, and it's made it our own car, you know, by doing that, and that was really good of him. So the plan now for us is to get stuck into the coupe and get it going. Of course. We have a few targets when we want it going by. Still a lot of work to do, but the good thing about it's basically been together, so now it's just a matter of nuts and bolts back together again.
Wow.
After it's all painted and that. But we chopped and changed it around, put a 35 dash in it, put a 32 Kelvin, which is a bit different.
Yeah, I've never seen that. I don't, you know, that's you don't see that, eh?
No. So we put that in it. Just trying to make it our own.
Make it your own, yeah.
And everybody else's.
And confuse people.
Parcel tray out so we can get the back seat. We can get the seat back a bit more, make it a little bit more comfortable to drive. And yeah, so it'll be going soon, eh, Chris? That's the plan. Hey.
That's a fairly solid rear end you got there, Tony.
Yeah, well, that's a 9-inch 31 spline for it. We narrowed it, fitted the Falcon disc brakes. It's going to the car. I want disc brakes all the way around, and we're going to run 2 sets of wheels on the car, so it'll have the mags that it came with. Plus, we're going to run white walls, so we can take it back in error if we want to. Yeah. We have all that sorted out for it already. So it's really nuts and bolts and time to put it back together, you know.
This is just absolutely gorgeous, you know. Check this out. This is a Hopi Beach. There's White Island. I mean, Whale Island. It's Whale Island. This place is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Well, here we are at Brew Scoop in Penrose in the great old city of Auckland, but this is the North Pyland, you know, so not island, it's Pyland. So here I am with Brian from Brew Scoop. How you doing, Brian?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, I'm happy, man. It's what a great place to spend an afternoon.
Yeah, great little shop.
And making moonshine, cheese, and sausages, you know, all the stuff you guys do.
Yep.
You know, to touch on a little bit about the homebrew moonshine, we're only one of 3 countries in the world that can make their own moonshine.
That's right. Perfectly legal to make your own grog in your own home for your own consumption.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
That's great.
I think that's a right we should all exercise.
It's something we've got over the Aussies.
Yeah, so, I know, but they do it, don't they?
Yeah, they've turned a blind eye to it over there.
They're smugglers. They've budgie smugglers and alcohol
Yeah,
smugglers.
bunch of crims.
Yeah. Always have been. They use sandpaper on their balls and they bowl underarm.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, you know, mongrels. So anyway, this is an amazing place. Like you're walking here and you like being in a den.
Yep.
You know?
So yeah, we sell all the ingredients and equipment to make beer, wines and spirits,
Yeah.
and a few other things like cheese and sausages as well. And then we also give good advice on making it and help people to fix any problems they have.
Now that's what people want, because like it's easy to go and buy something to try and make something, but then you got to make it right.
And why make the mistakes yourself if you can learn from someone else?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so like how many years have you been doing this?
Well, started brewing when I was about 18.
Yeah.
Made my first beer with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad thought it was such good fun, he carried on making it and I just helped him drink it.
Yeah.
So from
cool,
there,
eh?
now I own the shop.
Now you own the shop.
Yeah.
Wow, man. But that you know, because I've looked around and this is an amazing shop. You know, like you go into some, you know, homebrew shops, they got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you know, or they concentrate on one area.
Yep.
But you're doing everything.
Yep, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And when we do demonstrations to show how it's done, people walk off the street because they can smell the malt coming out our front doors. So.
Yeah. Now with beer, how many types of beer have you got? I think
we counted up our beer kits,
Yeah.
and you can brew a different beer every week, and it would take you over 3 years to get through our range.
how's that? That's like over 150.
Yep.
Wow.
And then ciders on top of that.
Ciders on top of that.
Yep.
Wow.
And then all the grains and hops for those guys making beer from raw ingredients.
Yeah,
So,
okay. And all the little special things that they do, this, you know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Yep,
you know.
the real craft industry.
Real craft industry.
Yep.
Wow, and Eye of Newt, you know,
Yeah.
and all that other stuff that you.
Yep, all those wonderful New Zealand hops and American hops and yeah.
Well, look, over the series, you know, we're going to be here at Brian's place a lot, you know, at Brewer's Coop, and we're going to be teaching you everything, how to do it right, and how to, you know, how to consume it. I think I'm teaching them how to consume alcohol, sausages and cheese.
We've got a few tips on that
We've
as
got a
well.
few tips on consuming.
Yep.
We're good consumers, as you can see, Brian and I. We don't suffer from anorexia.
All-rounded individuals.
All-rounded individuals. Rather have a six-pack, we'll have a keg.
That's right.
Yes. So, well, there you are. We're here at Brewer's Coop, and get ready for the next episode because you're going to learn how to start to do it. Hey, it's beautiful, man. I love it, eh? It's just right, hey? Yeah. You know? It's just absolutely right. Here's Kev, smile Kev. Bling.
Hey, happy Friday, everyone.
Fridays, that is so cool. It's a 67, by the way. Yeah, I was quickly. Yeah. Well, here we go. Now look at this amazing motorcycle. Chris Winnie took a big time Triumph, chopped it down the middle, extended it 6 inches and put this 400 horsepower helicopter turbine engine in it. Can you imagine that? 400 horsepower. Well, of course, Chris, he used to be a helicopter maintenance guy, so all the parts didn't cost him a thing, I don't think. This thing idles at 6,000 revs per minute. Huh? Can you just imagine? That is the
Magic watching
woohoo! Well, after firing up the turbine, Chris couldn't decide which one to go home on. But it might be a little slower, Chris. But who cares?
Wouldn't matter.
Propaganda.
You're gonna put a turbine on one of them now.
Lovely. Zero number.
Jim McIndoe, alcoholic, no.
Yeah. Freelance gynecologist.
That's it. Yeah.
And this is the grandson.
This is my grandson, Deegan.
How you doing, Deegan?
Future hot rodder. He's got his first
Yeah,
hot rod in
you
his
got your
hand.
little hot rod in your hand, eh?
Hot
That's
rod,
how
mate. Yep.
Wow. That's a little coupe roadster pickup thing, isn't it? Hey? Isn't that cool? Wow, now let's have a look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was, I remember seeing this last year, eh?
Yeah. Actually,
Well, the year before.
to be honest with you, I just used some of your product you gave
Oh,
me.
really? Yeah, oh, they're mothers.
Ah, yeah. It was, mothers. Lots of it. It was good stuff.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
good.
I used it.
Is that why it looks so
Polish
good?
things up. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I should have polished the engine though. I didn't open the hood when I was polishing stuff.
But what do you mean polish? It looks so blooming clean anyway.
Yeah, it needs clean.
What
but
do you do many miles in it though? You know?
Not as many miles as I want to do, Doug.
Yeah.
But we are working on that. We've got a few runs coming.
Yeah.
up.
Well, you're busy though.
Oh, mate,
You can only do so much when you're busy.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just not for the lack of wanting to. Like you'd be in the bluff every weekend and Cape Rangers during the middle of the week if you could, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't we though?
Oh man.
No, I tell you, mate. No, it's beautiful to drive.
It's like low mileage.
Since the rebuild,
Yeah.
I spent 12 years rebuilding this car from
That's
from the ground up.
Yeah.
They got stripped right down to nothing. There was just bare car, no nuts, bolts, nothing, screws, all gone. And resto, the paint work underneath and under the floor, under the carpet, is exactly the same as what you see on top. The whole car's been.
I have to get it up on the car lift sometime and have a look underneath,
We
eh?
can do that this afternoon. I've got a hoist.
Yeah, that's because because cars look, some of them look so much better underneath than they do from on top, and on top they look amazing.
You know, they do. And a guy, Mike Dunn, who did my panel work for me, he hand built this bumper.
Wow.
And he hand
Really?
built, and he hand built this
That band, yeah.
back balance panel.
Wow, that's a hand, isn't it? That's hand built bumper.
This
That's a bit of talent.
yeah. The
What did he build it from? Just pictures and
he worked in my shed at home.
okay.
And basically we went over what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And said, look, I want the balance panel where the exhaust come out to match the tail lights. So he handmade that for me, and that's what he came up with.
He did a pretty good job.
Oh, he's an excellent guy, man. I tell you.
Yeah. And does he have a panel shop or something, or
Mike Dunn Auto Body.
Mike Dunn Auto Body?
Yeah, he's from Hamilton.
He'll make you a new bumper.
Oh, mate, he's awesome.
But but you know, because you get that by pressing steel, not by bending steel. You know.
Yeah, we press these sections here.
Yeah.
And then from here, all this is all hand built, handmade, all 3mm steel.
Wow.
But yeah.
That's pretty. That's some talent, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Can we have a look inside?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. But how many years?
12 years rebuild. We're still waiting for the original shifter so
Yeah.
we can put the centre console back in.
Yeah.
And all new gauges, all aftermarket. Dashboard restorations did the dashboard.
Whereabouts are they located?
Auckland.
Auckland Dashboard Restorations. Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Isn't it neat having neat people do the job that you want? You know, how you want it, when you want it.
Yeah,
And for as much as you want to pay for it.
exactly. Yeah, so
That's got a bit of grunt, eh?
yeah, so she's a 440 out of her head, of course. And, she's putting in some pretty good horsepower, bringing some good numbers.
That's so clean there, eh?
Yeah.
You know?
We went about it, shave all the firewall, get rid of all the electrics
Yeah.
as much as we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the suspension in the car right through is all Magnum Force.
Yeah.
Front and rear. Yeah. All coil over, front and rear.
Class A Customs. Class A Customs.
Class A Customs, yeah, they don't exist anymore.
No.
They did the paintwork on it.
Yeah.
They did a fantastic
They
job.
sure did.
They spent 3 months priming and rubbing
Some dollars there.
before they got it right.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you so much, man.
Cheers.
It's you know you got good Willwood brakes here.
Yep. She goes, she stops.
She goes, she stops, man. Hey, she goes, she stops. Yep, she goes, she stops. That's right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. This episode has been made possible by Renaissance Brewing, Deals on Wheels, The Good Time Pie Company, Auckland Harley Davidson, Mothers, Polishers, Waxers and Cleaners, Swiss Track Flooring, Protec Automotive in Glenfield, the Mustang people, copperheadstills.co.nz and Brew Scoop. Go see Brian, and we'll see you all next time. Ah!